I bet not one of you has ever felt sad, anxious, or even depressed. Right?
No.
No, of course not. I mean, that's part of being human. It's part of being alive. The only difference is how we cope with difficult times, with feelings like that. And I met 3 extraordinary women that taught me a lot about how to handle devastating times. The first one, I've known her for many years, and there was the time that I hadn't seen her for a while. So when I finally met her again, I asked, "Hey, how are you? Where have you been?" And she's like, "You know, my husband died, and a few months later, I was diagnosed with cancer. So that's why I didn't come dancing." I had no idea what to say. But she already said, "But now I'm better, now I'm here, and now I want to dance. So let's dance." Okay, let's go dancing. And I'm not exaggerating when I say, when she was dancing, she was glowing. She was beaming with light. And only looking at her, you couldn't help but feel happy yourself. The second woman, she also had experienced profound losses. And there was a weekend where she had already bought tickets for a dance festival. But just a few days before that, there was a funeral of one of her closest friends. And of course she didn't feel like going, but she had to make a decision because she couldn't sell the tickets anymore. It was too late. So now, should she go, even though she didn't feel like it? Or should she let the tickets go to waste, even though they were very expensive? She decided, okay, I go. And if I really don't feel like it when I'm there, I can still go home. She told me the first hour that I was there, I was torn. Torn between feeling happy, joyful, but on the other hand, of course, still sad, and maybe even a little guilty for already feeling happy. But after an hour or so, she just let go. She lived in the moment and enjoyed the dance festival. And she said it was the best decision to make, because it felt like I could finally breathe again, like I could take a break from all this grieving. The third woman, she's got cancer as well. She even had some parts of her stomach removed, so she only weighs like half of her normal weight. She was bedridden for many months. But as soon as she was able to sit in a wheelchair again, she had herself taken to a public place where people danced, because she just loved to watch people dance. And now she's even back dancing again herself. And one day she told me, "You know, the other day I went to a dance party and it was so amazing. After that, I felt so full in here. I didn't need anything else." Wow, that was powerful. But that's not it. One day we were walking next to each other. It was a really, really cold day. And all of a sudden, she shouted, "Look! The floor! It's sparkling!" Yeah, because the ice crystals were reflecting the light, and it really looked like the floor was covered with tiny diamonds. And it sure looked beautiful, but I wasn't half as excited as she was. And she also said, sometimes when it's really foggy down here and it's a little bit depressing, I just hop on the next train and go up the mountain, and then I sit in the sun and just enjoy the sun. And just telling me that, she was smiling. So yeah, these women, they taught me 3 lessons. First of all, find something that you truly love and do it as often as possible, especially in hard times. Second, allow yourself to be happy, especially after a profound loss. Because think about it, we won't get that person back by being sad. And if that person really loved us, they wanted us to be happy, right? Third, find the beauty in the little things, in everyday life. And if you haven't found your true passion yet, try dancing. It's one of the most effective treatments against depression. There are studies proving that. And if you apply these 3 rules, you will find that hard times are much easier to overcome.